What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So, as you can tell by the title, we have some news to talk about today, so sit on back, grab a snack, and listen to me ramble. First up here, I want to talk about, this just came out not too long ago, earlier today. Hasbro showed off a painted model of the Haslab Omega Prime. They posted a YouTube video about it. I just want to throw up some images and give you guys my thoughts on the physical painted models, because we did see the 3D models that were painted, but obviously this is the first time seeing the physical copies painted. And looking at this, it looks great. Everything looks the way it should for a car robots, Optimus and Magnus or RID 2001. Yeah, everything looks about the same. The only things that I see different are some of the details being a bit more pronounced and, you know, taking more of that sculpted detailing that they started doing back during Siege. And they do show them compared next to the original, obviously, which is pretty cool to see, you know, the things that are different. And they did do the license plate this time. I think that says C001. Which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that was in the original cartoon. The color of the windows are also different, which is dope to see. The ladder does extend, like the original, and those things on the side flip out, it looks like, which is pretty cool. I'm glad they kept that, especially with a $250 Haslab. You would expect that, and they did, which is fantastic. Still wondering if the wheels are plastic or the tires are PVC, similar to Beachcomber last year. But I guess time will tell. I'm not sure if they talked about that in the live stream or not. I'm looking at bullet points here, but it seems like they didn't talk about that because I don't see it in the bullet points pulled up here from TFW. Magnus looks great in car mode, as he should. I love this car carrier mode, and it can fit 3 deluxes, which is awesome. You can see they're kind of foreshadowing things there, showing off Shadow Striker, which is very much so obviously a pre-tool for Sideburn. So that's going to be cool to see him once he drops, which I'm pretty sure is later this year in like wave 3 or 4 or something. So pretty soon we're going to be seeing Sideburn. But yeah, compared with the original Ultra Magnus, you know, a few differences here and there, similar to Optimus, but all in all, pretty much exactly the same. The gun, compared to one another, you know, it's missing the missiles, but I think one day we are going to get those missiles. It just wouldn't make any sense to do the gun and then have it incomplete with the missiles there. But maybe they are just going to leave out the missiles, I don't know. But it is a little bit smaller than the original, which, it's really not too big of a deal. It's still a pretty massive gun, if you ask me. But yeah, pretty much the same, just missing the missiles, and no vac metal on the chest for Optimus, or on the whole midsection actually, which was, you know, pretty much the worst thing about the original, I'd say. That's what makes people limit playing and transforming the original so much, is because of all the vac metal on his body, specifically Optimus, I mean. And you know, just the little bit of bumping can scrape off vac metal paint. That's what sucks about it. So I'm glad they're leaving that off. That was one of my biggest fears, is that they were going to carry over the vac metal chrome, and they're not, which is fantastic. That is something that needs to be left behind in the year 2000, and I'm glad they did. And he looks much better, and he's going to function way better without it. His backpack is a lot shorter than the original toy too, which is great to see. So yeah, that core mode Optimus looks a lot better than the original. The forearm armor isn't going all the way down to his hands, which is much more accurate to the anime. So yeah, this looks way better. And he's bigger than the original, which that original base mode, if any of you guys have that figure, is already a pretty big figure. It's taller than, what would be a good size comparison? He's taller than buzzworthy ROTB Optimus, and that's a pretty tall Optimus for modern day standards. So he's like 2 inches taller than that Optimus. So this core robot here for the new one is freaking massive. But yeah, these look great. I cannot wait to get this thing in hand. Magnus looks fantastic. Yeah, this thing is just a dream come true, guys. And woo diggity, we are getting even spicier today. Last night there were listings that were leaked via JaAm the leaked listing god himself. He threw up a bunch of figures listed. I'm going to go through these and give you all my thoughts on them, as always. So first one here is the collab, which I can't remember for sure or not if I called this in one of my videos talking about this listing, because this was listed like a few months back or whatever, and we didn't know what the collab was, and I think I guessed TMNT. And that's exactly what this is. It says Project Renaissance TMNT Party Wagon. I know a lot of people have been wondering for years what it would be like if the party wagon was a transformer. I've seen it all the time in like fan stuff and on threads over the years. So this is like a dream come true for a lot of people. I know this for a fact. So this is pretty dope. I'm really interested to see what the party wagon turns out to be in terms of a transformer and how big it is and what the features are going to be. How many of those are going to carry over from the original party wagon and from other iterations of the party wagon. So this is a really good choice. I'm glad Hasbro is finally listening to the fans in terms of doing a freaking party wagon as a transformer. And now moving on to the last few listings here. This is from the Mayhem Attack Squad subline, which for those of you that don't know, Mayhem Attack Squad is like the Decepticon version of the Wreckers. It's been through multiple different iterations over the past decades throughout the comic books, and I don't know, I think it's just a comic-only team. But yeah, it's supposed to be an Amazon subline coming out later this year around the summertime, similar to the Wreckers subline and the comic book subline from last year. So keeping in that same vein of what we've been getting with the sublines for the past 2-3 years. And now these listings, they come in 2 packs, and I think JaAm said it would be 6 figures, so it's split up into 3 different 3-packs, or 3 different 2-packs, sorry. So we pretty much know the whole lineup for the Mayhem Attack Squad. So the first 2-pack is Bludgeon and Deluxe Ruckus. Second one is Deluxe Chop Shop and Deluxe Barrage or whatever. And then the last one is Deluxe Knockout and Deluxe Wind Sweeper. So I know people have been asking for a few of these here. Ruckus, Chop Shop, Wind Sweeper, I know. Knockout seems pretty random. I'm pretty sure he was only a member of the Mayhem Attack Squad, like the newer iteration from like a few years ago in the comics. So I'm really curious to see what color scheme they're going to give him, or maybe he's just a straight up re-release of the Legacy one. There's a few different repaints they could do for Knockout, obviously. You know, there's the Beast Hunters version, there's a couple different exclusives, I think, so they got options in terms of what the repaint is. Me personally, I hope it's the Beast Hunters, but again, I have no idea. Windsweeper was rumored a while back to be a Generation Selects coming out last year, but he got pushed way back to this year, and now he seems to be in this 2-pack. And last we heard, he was a remold/repaint of Needle Nose, which is a fantastic deluxe mold in my opinion. So this is going to be a pretty good figure. It's rumored to be a repaint with a new head sculpt, I think. So don't expect too much new going on with him. But again, that was old info, so we don't know for sure right now. Chop Shop, I'd expect him to be a repaint/retool of one of the Insecticons. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be a shrapnel repaint, right? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So there's not really supposed to be too much going on with him that's new. Probably a new head sculpt and obviously new paint apps. So, it is what it is. Barrage, I don't know too much about this guy, to be honest with you. I don't really remember how he looks, but I'll throw up some images here in the video. I guess he looks pretty cool from what I can kind of remember, but I really don't know a whole lot about the character. Ruckus, I'm glad he's finally being made. I know a lot of people have been asking for him for the G1 roster to finally get made, and there you go, you got Ruckus. I'm assuming he's going to be a remold of Crankcase. He seems to be the one that best suits the mold from what I remember Ruckus being. And Bludgeon, of course, I think he's just going to be a repaint of the one we just got, like 5 months ago. I don't expect it to be an all-new mold or like a heavy remold or them trying to improve things that we didn't like with him just being a straight-up Tarn repaint with a new head. I'm expecting him to have just a new paint scheme and maybe, just maybe a different head sculpt. I don't know. But yeah, this Mayhem Attack Squad Subline really shaped up to be a bit of a bummer. If you guys remember in my past videos, I was really hyping this up because there's so many different characters they could have chose from, so many different Predacons, Decepticons, all across the Transformers mythos, whether it's the IDW version, Marvel Comics. I mean, they could have just re-released Spinister and Skytread too. I know those two are pretty high on the aftermarket, and a lot of people want them because they're freaking amazing deluxe class figures. I have them both, and I love them. You know, it's kind of just weak choices to me. I would have replaced Knockout and maybe Chop Chop with Spinister and Skytread. Those are way more notable and popular members. But hey, whatever. Maybe they have plans later down the line to re-release them somewhere else. I don't know. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for the news I have for today's video. Some exciting stuff, some stuff that's a bit meh to me, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know down in the comments below what do y'all think about these leaked listings. Do any of these Mayhem Attack Squad 2-packs catch your eye? Are you guys excited for the Party Wagon collab? And how do you guys feel about the colored in-hand prototypes of Optimus and Ultra Magnus? All my social medias are linked down below. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. My email is also down below if y'all want to hit me up about business inquiries, or if you want to message me about whatever, or if you want to commission a diorama for me, because I make dioramas for people for their stop motions, photography, or just regular display shelves in your homes. You could either hit me up on any of my social medias or just email me and we can work out a deal. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye!